Praise the Lord everyone! Hope you enjoyed the last video of Bible Factory. In today's video, we will be learning to get some information about the Old Testament, in which we will be knowing about the law books, which are also called Pentateuch. So let's get started. The law books. Genesis, Exodus, Leviticus, Numbers, Deuteronomy. Genesis. Genesis means beginning, so it describes creation. It contains 50 chapters. It is written in 1450 to 1410 BC. The brief description of 50 chapters. Chapter 1 to 2 record of the beginning of the heavens and the earth, and also plant, animal and human life. Chapter 3 to 6 the tell of the first man Adam's fall and its consequences to all creation. Chapter 7 to 10 describe the flood and the Jehovah's covenant with Noah and his seed. Chapter 11 Babel and the dispersion of men over the earth. Chapter 12 to 21 the call of Abraham, the covenant and the promise to God to Abraham. Chapter 22 Abraham's offering and the receiving back of Isaac. Chapter 23 Death and burial of Sarah. Chapter 24 The wooing of Rebekah. Chapter 25 to 36 The story of Esau and Jacob. Chapter 37 to 50 The story of Israel, Joseph and his brothers. Summary of Genesis. The creation, fall of Adam and Eve, Noah's flood, Abraham's sacrifice, Jacob and his 12 sons. Exodus. Exodus means departure or going out. It contains 40 chapters. It was written in 1450 to 1410 BC. The brief description of 40 chapters. Chapter 1 to 2 contains an account of Israel's sojourn and suffering in Egypt and the call of Moses to be their leader. Chapter 13 to 14 their deliverance from Pharaoh's bondage and the crossing of Red Sea. Chapter 15 to 19 their journey through the wilderness. Chapter 20 to 24 the Decalogue and the judgments of Israel's conduct. Chapter 25 to 27 description of tabernacle. Chapter 28 to 40 the Aaronic priesthood and its service. Summary of Exodus. Slavery in Egypt, the 10 plagues of Egypt, the division of Red Sea, the 10 commandments, the tabernacle. Leviticus. Leviticus means ceremonial law. This book gets its name from Levi, one of the 12 sons of Jacob. It is written in 1450 to 1410 BC. It contains 27 chapters. The brief description of 27 chapters. Chapter 1 to 7 describe the offerings God required from Israel and the law concerning their presentation. Chapter 8 to 9 consecration of the priests and their ministry. Chapter 10 the strange fire of Nadab and Abihu. Chapter 11 the dietary regulations of Israel. Chapter 12 the law concerning motherhood. Chapter 13 to 15 the law concerning leprosy and defilement. Chapter 16 to 20 atonement and a conduct required by Jehovah of his chosen people. Chapter 21 to 22 the relationships and the conduct of the priest. Chapter 23 to 24 the feast of Jehovah. Chapter 25 to 27, the law concerning the land. Summary of Leviticus. The Passover, the feast of unleavened bread, the feast of first fruits, the feast of weeks, the feast of trumpets, the day of atonement, the feast of tabernacles. Numbers. Numbers is the account of the Israelites. It was written in 1450 to 1410 BC. It contains 36 chapters. The brief description of 36 chapters. Chapter 1 to 10, the God's order and the arrangement of the 12 tribes of Israel when marching or in camp. Chapter 11 to 12, journey from Sinai to Kadesh Barnea, Israel's murmuring, the manna and Miriam's punishment. Chapter 13 to 20, Israel's wandering in the wilderness. Chapter 21, journey resumed, the brazen serpent and the victory over the Ammonites. Chapter 22 to 25, Balaam, his prophecy and his doctrine. Chapter 26, numbering of Israel's new generation. Chapter 27 to 36, the law concerning inheritance and woes with a summary of the journey from Egypt to Jordan. Summary of Numbers. Israel's murmuring, God-given food for the Israelites, that is manna, Israel's wandering in the wilderness, the bronze snake, Balaam's donkey. Deuteronomy. Deuteronomy is a series of addresses given by Moses to the people of Israel in Moab. It was written in 1407 BC. It contains 34 chapters. The brief description of 34 chapters. Chapter 1 to 3, summary of Israel's wandering and the conflicts in the wilderness. Chapter 4 to 28, counsel and the warning of new generation concerning the law with conditions when they enter the promised land. Chapter 29 to 30, the Palestinian covenant. Chapter 31 to 32, last words and the counsel of Moses to Israel. Chapter 33, his blessing of 12 tribes of Israel. Chapter 34, the vision of Moses and his death. Summary of Deuteronomy. Victory over Og of Bashan. Moses urges Israel to obey. The privileges of holiness. Regulations concerning harvest. Warning against idolatry. If you're blessed with the video, please like, share and subscribe our YouTube channel. Thanks for watching.